Welcome back to the channel, Manny B Investing in BI, and I am again taking a look through Reddit, looking at questions and just looking at conversations around a bunch of different things in the Cardano DeFi realm. And we've got an interesting question that was kind of posed here in the Coti network subreddit. Will Djed increase Coti price? These seem like two different protocols. Or are they linked to where the use case of Djed adds value to Coti's price? I don't really think that's how that works. Djed adds value to Coti, but if you're thinking of it as far as a price, like the price goes, then you're looking at this entirely wrong. You want to look at this like an investment. Like any traditional investment, you're looking to buy at a certain point, and then over time, that value to increase so that you, one, make money off of the holdings, but also that holding is supposed to generate a secondary revenue stream for you. That is what this is all about. That's what DeFi is all about. So thinking of it in that singular dimension, probably not a good mindset to have, but let's take a look at the question anyway. Let's first watch this clip here to get an idea of what Djed really is and why it was given or implemented by Coti Network in the first place.
Always wanted to say that. So, some of you may recall that we released a very interesting paper not too long ago. It had something to do with like algorithmic stablecoins. And if you actually seriously read the paper, the first thing you'd say is, I don't understand the paper.
87
because
pages.
It was an unreadable paper. It had lots of math, lots of text, lots of formal method stuff inside of it.
Formulas.
And we've had a skunk works of people working diligently for the last few months to build a prototype of that. And I said, wouldn't it be so cool to pull a Hyperloop, design it, and then give it to somebody who really knows what he's doing? So we said, gosh, what partner do we have that has the necessary experience to take this amazing piece of technology and make it real, make it consumerizable, get it into payment systems, get it so that Starbucks could accept it, all of these things. How do we find a partner like that? Well, it turns out we have one. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Shahaf from Coti.
All right, so what I wanted to play that video for is to show people why Coti was selected. And if you see from Charles's own mouth, this product of Djed, of a stablecoin, an algorithmic stablecoin, is not created so that a small group of early adopters into the cryptocurrency space, early adopters into Cardano DeFi space can get rich. That is not the point of Djed. The point of Djed is for global adoption. In order to get global adoption of something, you have to have buy-in. And in order to get buy-in, you need major nations. You need the United States, you need the EU, you need Russia, China, Japan, African nations to be able to use this. You need Fortune 500 companies to be able to use this. And when it comes to finance, when it comes to these types of things, currencies, whether they be regular fiat, regular payment rails and systems, or crypto, the one thing that you need are licenses. Cardano, as an organization, as a foundation, as a for-profit company, an IOG, do not have the licenses, are not capable of obtaining the licenses to be able to get a country to adopt a cryptocurrency. It's not going to happen. Coti has been building their company to be able to take advantage of cryptocurrencies, blockchain technologies, in a way where it could be packaged and licensed, secured and backed, and trusted by the financial sector across the globe. That was why Coti was selected. Coti has and are looking to capture additional licenses in that world. That is their goal. They are not a decentralized blockchain. They are a very central blockchain. That is why they do the KYC. That is why they are looking to advance in that world, because that is their business model. So let's get that out of the way. Let's take a look at Djed, the algorithmic stablecoin, and how it's going to generate value for the Coti network, how it's going to stable or bring in revenue streams for that blockchain in that company. Djed is a crypto-backed algorithmic stablecoin contract that acts as an autonomous bank. It operates by keeping a reserve of base coins and minting and burning stable coins and reserve coins. So people didn't catch this in the beginning because they didn't look at this stuff. They just said, oh, stable coin, just like USDT or USDC. You just have a stable coin, you buy it, you take $1, you buy it for $1, you've got $1 stable coin. They weren't actually looking at what made Djed different from those other things. The Cardano, the people that wrote Djed's paper, Charles Hoskinson, they're not going to recreate something that already exists unless they can make it better or go about it in a different way. So you would have to assume that this is going to be unique in some way, and it is. We just explained why. Djed is going to be acceptable stablecoin for the world, or at least allow it to be a backbone or a kind of a patent for what stable coins should be. So let's continue reading here. The contract maintains the peg of the stable coins to a target price by buying and selling stable coins, using the reserve, and charging fees which accumulate in the reserve. As shown in Figure 2, ultimate beneficiaries of this revenue stream are holders of reserve coins. There it is right there. And this was written at Cardano Summit 2021, but people missed this part. Who boost and reserve with funds while assuming the risk of price fluctuation. Let's take a look at the figure. And again, lots of math, lots of equations. It's difficult. So you have a stable coin and you have a reserve coin. And even look at the diagram used here. The stable coin, the SC, is a man and a woman dressed normally, and they're blue. The reserve coin, RC, or Shein, so this is Djed and this is Shein, they're dressed in construction gear and have hard hat on and have hammers, have a belt. These are the little things that we missed, right? Months and months and months ago, last year, we missed this stuff. I looked at this, but I didn't really pay attention to the nitty gritty, right? I'm just trying to figure out how this is going to work. So you have equity and you have liabilities here. This is the autonomous bank. This is the smart contract. So you have the stable coin, $1 plus a fee, and you get a stable coin. And then there is there's an equation here that allows this to happen, that this operates on. When you buy a stable coin, you take it and you pay a fee to get that stability. And in the background, all of this stuff is happening to keep this stable. And that fee is going to go into this contract. If you sell the stable coin or use it, spend it, you put in one stable coin and you get out one stable coin minus the fee. And then there's a There's an equation there for that. All the while, it goes into this contract. Stablecoin, reserve coin contract. And there's an equation for that, which again, this is all over my head. I don't really understand the math behind it, and I probably never will. Buying a reserve coin, you put in 1 plus the fee, you get out 1 reserve coin. And there's an even more complex algorithm or equation that manages this. And they said it's similar to equity financing. So there's this balance that needs to occur. And this contract will then mint and burn based on these equations. So as the price, because crypto is volatile, as the price for things change, the contract has to make an adjustment in the availability, the amount of RC and SC. But what's supposed to happen is these people are supposed to benefit greatly for posing a bunch of risk in order to keep the stable coin in existence and afloat. Keeping it at $1 is hard work if you're going to do it right. If you're going to do it technically wrong, then you'll have Tether, you'll have USDC, where if, I don't know, say something really bad happens, like say Russia turns up the heat on Ukraine and really starts attacking them, hurting and harming innocent people. The world just doesn't really know what to do. They're afraid. China gets involved, or they expand their attacks to additional nations. China attacks Taiwan. Russia goes on the attack of another country, Romania. Something like that. When it comes to Tether and USDC, those things will crumble because they're not set up to react to world trouble, world FUD, essentially. Things that will cause markets to crash, not flash crash, not go into a bear-like market, but to actually crash markets. They're not built for that. As with this new way of thinking of stable coins, with it being backed by an algorithm, in that case, your stable coin won't crash. It won't go down below $1. It won't go to 75 cents because it's stable. What will happen is these people with the hard hat on in the construction equipment, they're the ones that are going to get wrecked in this situation. So you're basically protected by these people. These people in down and bad times lose, but in good or stable time, they win. And that is who are these people? These people, again, are going to be VCs. They're going to be whitelisted people. They're going to be the rich, the wealthy, the top people, the institutions. These people are not going to be you and I. Unfortunately, that's the way it's set up. And people are mad and upset about that. But you have to understand, this is not the decentralized part. This is business. This is a product. This is essentially a patent that no one else has, no one else has created, and it has a ton of value to the entire world. So it is going to be treated just like a product in a traditional company that has a patent on it. They're going to sell it. They're going to sell this to countries, nations. And of course, if you're going to try to sell this to the United States, if they see a bunch of random, degens are backing the reserve currency for the stable coin, they're going to throw a fit. They're going to have red flags. They're not going to want to license this stuff, this technology. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to keep it clean and exclusive. You get to be a user. You don't get to be a backer, an inside man, a person wearing the construction hat, the hard hat with the tool belt. You are Chad and Sally. You're Bill and Jane Normie. That's who we are. We get to use it. We don't get to benefit from it, unfortunately. But as this goes, the way it's supposed to work is it is supposed to take all of these fees, all of the fees that are coming in from everyone buying and using these stable coins. Those fees are supposed to go to this contract. They pay out rewards to these people. The rest of or a portion, I don't know how much. They haven't really released that, or it's just buried in that 87-page white paper. A portion of the fees, a portion of the money that is accumulated in this contract is going to be sent to the Coti network, converted to native Coti tokens, and a portion of that will be stored in the treasury, which will then go to Coti holders. That mechanism, if again all of this is successful, we get more adoption into crypto, we get companies, Fortune 500s, adopting this specific product. More platforms begin to use Djed. They begin to allow you to purchase Djed. And the user, Chad and Jan, they start using the stable coin. The more volume, the more money that goes into it, the more fees that go into all of this will rise the Coti network up eventually over time. I can't tell you when. All I can say is if. This is all if. If this works out, it will raise the profile of Coti. It will make Coti more attractive. It will drive buying pressure. That buying pressure will drive the price upward. Coti token is scarce. The price goes up. More people want it. You know the rest. So you, as an American or any other country that does not have the access to participate in Viper Wallet and use this as a passive income, your only option as far as value in buying and holding Coti is just price action that would be driven by these products if they are successful. So yes, it's all risky. Going back to this original question, will Djed increase the price of Coti? Short answer, yes, it will. There's a lot more than just person buy Djed, Coti go up. It's not correlated that way. Djed is a project. There's a product. They have to sell it. Right now, it's being sold to native Cardano projects. I don't personally believe that is going to be enough to boost Coti to this a top 20 blockchain. I believe in order for Coti to accomplish that, they have to push that offering to companies like Amazon, Walmart, Chick-fil-A, Best Buy. They would have to utilize Coti's network and services, generate revenue and fees that will drive adoption, more revenue for Coti, more revenue for the treasury, which will then increase the price of Coti token or Coti coin. It's a layer 1. So again, looking at Coti, layer 1 blockchains with use cases typically do very well. We've seen the price action of Coti with just buying pressure, and this buying pressure was because of news, not because Coti was actually really doing anything. I mean, they launched mainnet. They've done their staking program. They announced their nodes, but they haven't really gotten running yet. Do I see Coti as a top 20 layer 1 blockchain in crypto? I do. If everything goes well, they get their licenses they need. They get the corporate buy-in for the stable coin. They get the buy-in for payment networks, payment applications start becoming a bigger thing in crypto. Then yeah, I see Coti as a top 20 layer 1 blockchain. Do I see that happening in 2022 or even 2023? There's no telling. I think the Coti play is going to be a 5-year play probably. And no, I don't have price predictions. We'd have to take a closer look at the tokenomics, the pricing, their other product offerings. And Coti is kind of tight-lipped on what they have really going on. They kind of drop some hints and things, but I hear that they've got something in the works with Nabisco. So only time will tell. I know there's a lot of negative sentiment on Coti because of the whole Shein or reserve coin thing being limited to VCs essentially is what we're believing that to be. But overall, I think Coti is a good bet at these prices, like I thought they were, 6 months ago when it was 20 cents and I was telling people about it. I've done videos on Coti in the past. So yeah, again, thank you for checking out the channel. Thank you for listening to me talk about Coti Network, Djed, and seeing the stable coin and the reserve coin, allowing me to show you the diagrams. Hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.